July 10th, 2019. This is the second part in a series on finding a power greater than myself that can give me the power I need to stop addictions. We're looking particularly at PMO, porn, masturbation, and orgasm, but it's not just that. It can be alcohol, drugs, overeating, smoking, caffeine, debting, overworking, codependency, victimhood, love addiction, romance, relationship, anything that you can't stop doing. We're trying to find a power that can help you stop doing what you can't stop doing by yourself. Now, I've got to be honest with you. I'm 64 years old, but at 7 years old, I started going to a Sunday school in my little bitty church, my little Episcopal church in Kentucky, which is in the middle of America, in this very rural area. It was in a military base, and I would go to Sunday school while my parents went to church. And they gave us these little bitty cards every Sunday we'd show up, and they were called GEM, G-E-M. I don't even know what that stands for. And you would collect them, and then at the end of the year, you could get something. And they had this beautiful cross I wanted. And so I went and I bugged my parents and just, we gotta go, because they didn't know I wanted these cards, you know. I just wanted this big old cross. And so we finally got to the end of the year. I came with this big stack, and I handed to him. She said, we're out of them. And it broke my heart, like it broke my faith in my religion, because I didn't get that brass cross. But what they gave me was a picture. They gave me a mirror with a picture of their God. And that has been the God of my understanding, my image, since I was 7 years old. And I'm 64. I've written 22 books that have to do with higher power. And still, when push comes to shove, I become 7 years old and I go back to this. This is what I think of when I think of God or higher power. That's the first image I think of. This one right here. This is a very famous picture by a man named Solomon in the 40s who did it, very popular in America throughout the world. It's the most popular picture of the Christian God ever made. That's what I think of. Now that's the truth. Here's the bad news. That's not going to work. That has never worked in my life. That part of God will not work for stopping addiction. Why? Is it because there's no church, or the Pope is a phony, or religion doesn't mean anything, or everybody's a bunch of hypocrites? None of that. None of that. That's not the reason. Here's the reason. When you take water and you have it at room temperature, you can just touch it. But when you heat it, it becomes steam. When you take water and you put it in a freezer, it becomes ice. It's the same substance, but just in a different form, okay? And the form that was used in church was not the form I needed to heal me from drinking alcohol or taking drugs or being fat or smoking cigarettes or masturbating or cheating on people or being codependent and being a doormat and people pleaser and things like that, or being a control freak. It didn't work. The same way as if you get a burn in your skin. Let's say you're at a fire and you're roasting marshmallows and you accidentally put your hand in. You don't want to put steam on the burn. You want to put ice on the burn. Now, does that mean that steam is wrong or fake or it's a hypocrite or doesn't not real or imagination or just some crazy people thinking of? No, steam is good, but not when you need ice to heal the burn. On the other hand, let's say that you're cooking dinner for your family. Your family's hungry. They've all come home from work and school, and you want to make them up beef and rice and make a happy meal and enjoy your family. And if you take the beef and the rice and stick it in the freezer, your children are going to be very disappointed when they eat the meat and the rice and it's cold. Now, is anything wrong with ice? No. Is ice bad? Is a refrigerator bad? Is it evil or immoral or confused? No. It's just that that's the wrong application of the right thing. So if you're sitting there, and I've talked to every religion in the world, and they say, well, I can't go to have any other conception of God because I'm a Muslim, or I'm a Jew, or I'm a Christian, or I'm a Buddhist, or I'm an agnostic, or I'm an atheist. Ask yourself, can you stop using the substance addiction, alcohol, drugs? Can you stop masturbating? Can you stop using porn? Are you able to go to your religion and solve it? And you got to be honest. You got to be honest with yourself. If that doesn't work, it's not their fault. It's not the religion's fault. It's your ignorance for not using the right form of God to get the healing that you need. So what we need is the right form of a power greater than yourself. Let that word of God go. Somebody that's stronger than you, so that when it gets to be 2 a.m. and you pull out your phone and you want to go to Tinder or some hookup site or some girlfriend that you dumped 6 months ago and now you want to have sex and you start calling or you go to a porn site. When you get to that point, that there's a power stronger than your brain, stronger than your body, stronger than your heart, all together. None of that is strong enough to stop you because you are powerless. And you need a power greater than you. Remember, don't choose steam when you need ice. Don't choose ice when you need water. You got to go to the right place for the right thing at the right time. And we're going to show you how to find that in the upcoming videos. See you next time.